What's up, guys, and welcome back to Rising Trails, and welcome to day 16 of Daily Roller Coaster Reviews. In this video, I will be reviewing Fahrenheit at Hersheypark in Hershey, Pennsylvania. In 2008, Hersheypark in Hershey, Pennsylvania were very happy with their previous coaster, Storm Runner. So when it was time to get a new coaster, they called Intamin back to make another roller coaster, Fahrenheit, which is a Intamin vertical lift coaster with a beyond vertical drop. Fahrenheit has a length of 2,700 feet, a height of 121 feet, a speed of 88 miles per hour, and a cost of $12 million. Fahrenheit starts out with you turning right out of the station before you go up the vertical lift, which is 121 feet. Once you get to the top of that, then you go down the 97-degree drop. After you go down the vertical drop, then you go through a Norwegian loop. After you go down the loop, then you go through a Norwegian loop before you go through a Cobra roll. After you go through the Cobra roll, then you go through a corkscrew, and then another corkscrew before you go through a turnaround, and then you go through another airtime hill, and then you go through a turnaround before you slam into the brake run, and then you come into the station. So this ride, it's definitely a very fun ride. I definitely enjoy it. Some good airtime, especially with that airtime hill at the end. You get some ejector airtime, and of course, you know, Norwegian loop, a very unique element for any coaster, and this is a really fun part of the ride. And really, this ride is just a very unique ride. One of the most unique rides ever, and you know, especially with the Norwegian loop. This is Intamin's only vertical lift roller coaster in the world, I believe, and you know, it's really fun. In that 97-degree drop, pretty steep, but I definitely enjoy this ride. It's one of my favorite rides ever. It's just airtime and hang time and a lot of different you know, things that you want on a different ride, or a lot of different sensations that you want on a ride. It has a lot of different sensations that, you know, are a lot of fun, and this is overall a really fun ride. And I love it, and it's one of my favorite rides. It's definitely up there. But for my final score for Fahrenheit, I am going to be giving it an 8 out of 10. So some of my problems with the ride, of course, the capacity is not good really at all, because it only has like 3-car trains, and in each car there's only 4 seats, so that's, you know, 12 riders per train, and usually they're only running 2 trains. They do have 3 trains, but I've never been there where they run all 3 of the trains, because they're always only running 2. But I mean, you know, if the trains were bigger and the capacity was better, the 2 trains would be enough. But it's not enough, because this ride is just, the capacity isn't enough, and part of that is the fast track on this ride. They let like so many people in, and it's right by the station. I mean, right in the station, they let so many people in before they let anybody in. So this ride can get really long waits a lot of times, and you know, a lot of times, you know, it's 90 minutes to even 2 hours a lot of time. Yeah, so this ride really gets very long waits, and it's not the best ride ever, but it is a fun ride. I definitely enjoy it, but you know, definitely the long waits definitely do add to it. But you know, if it is a short wait, definitely, you know, marathon this, I'd say. I have seen some people say, you know, because the long waits, don't go on it, but if it has a short wait, definitely go on it, because this is one of my favorite coasters ever. But yeah, it's just, you know, some of those things that I can't give it a perfect score, so I will be giving it an 8, just because, yeah, it's not a perfect ride. No ride's perfect. You know, most rides aren't perfect. But yeah, this is overall a really fun ride. I definitely enjoy it, but it's just a lot of times the wait is too long to enjoy it. So, you know, and this isn't necessarily the best queue. There are some trees, but there isn't that much shade. You know, the trees aren't the biggest yet. They still need to grow in a little more. And even if they grow in a lot more, it's, you know, not much shade in the queue. But, I mean, it's enough shade. I've never been, you know, really hot in this queue. But overall, it's just a fun ride. I definitely enjoy it a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My final score for Fahrenheit is 8 out of 10. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Goodbye.